Hi, my beautiful Capricorn. I need to talk to you about something that has been showing up in your energy lately. And honestly, when I pulled these cards for you today, I felt this really intense protective feeling come over me because what I am seeing here is that you are entering this phase where everything you have been building is about to become really visible. And with that visibility comes something you might not have expected. So I just pulled 6 cards for you and I want to share what came through because this is one of those readings where the energy feels really urgent. Not in a scary way, but in a way where the universe is saying, hey, I need you to be aware of what is happening around you right now. The first card I pulled immediately made me sit up straighter because it was showing me this defensive energy that you are going to need very soon. Let me start with the first card I pulled for you, which is the Seven of Wands. And Capricorn, when this card came out, I actually had to take a moment because the energy was so strong. This card is literally showing me that you are standing on higher ground than everyone else right now, and people are noticing. You have worked so hard to get where you are. And I know as a Capricorn, you do not do anything halfway, right? You have been climbing this mountain step by step, putting in the hours when nobody was watching, sacrificing things that other people were not willing to sacrifice, and now you are finally at a point where people can see how far you have come. But here is what the Seven of Wands is telling me, and I need you to really hear this. When you rise above the level that other people are comfortable with, you become a target. Not because you did anything wrong, but because your success makes other people face their own lack of progress. This card is showing me that there are people in your circle, or maybe on the periphery of your life, who are going to start challenging you. They might question your methods, criticize your choices, or try to make you feel like you need to justify why you are winning right now. The Seven of Wands is a card of defense, and what I'm seeing is that you are going to need to hold your ground without apologizing for being exactly where you are supposed to be. What makes this even more intense is that this is not going to be obvious at first. The Seven of Wands energy often shows up as people who smile to your face but then make little comments that are designed to shake your confidence. They might disguise their jealousy as concern, saying things like, "Are you sure you can handle all of that?" or "Do you really think that is sustainable?" But what they are really saying is, "I am uncomfortable with how well you are doing because it makes me feel bad about where I am." You need to recognize this for what it is and not let anyone make you feel guilty for your success. I'm also seeing with this Seven of Wands that you are going to have to be strategic about how you defend yourself. As a Capricorn, you are not someone who engages in drama unnecessarily, but this card is saying that staying silent might not be an option anymore. There are going to be moments where you need to firmly establish boundaries and let people know that your success is not up for debate. This does not mean being aggressive, but it does mean being clear about what you will and will not tolerate. The Seven of Wands is asking you to stand in your power even when it feels uncomfortable. Because the moment you start shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable is the moment you lose everything you have worked for. The second card that came through is the Nine of Pentacles, and Capricorn, this card made me smile because it is literally showing me that you are about to step into this energy of complete independence and self-sufficiency. After the defensive energy of the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles is like the universe saying, but do not forget why you are being challenged in the first place. You are being challenged because you have created something beautiful and abundant for yourself. The Nine of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck because it represents someone who has done the work and is now enjoying the fruits of their labor. This is not luck, Capricorn. This is earned success. I'm seeing that you are moving into a period where you are going to feel more Financially secure, more confident in your abilities, and more clear about what you want your life to look like. This card often shows up when someone has reached a level of success where they do not need anyone else to validate them or support them because they have built everything themselves. What is really interesting about the Nine of Pentacles showing up right after the Seven of Wands is that it is giving me this message about why people are going to try to challenge you. The Nine of Pentacles represents a level of self-sufficiency that makes other people nervous, especially people who are used to you needing them or depending on them in some way. I'm getting the sense that there might be people in your life who liked you better when you were struggling, or when you were still figuring things out because it made them feel important or superior. But now that you are thriving on your own, they do not know how to relate to you anymore, and instead of being happy for you, they are going to feel threatened. This card is also telling me that you need to really embrace this independent energy and not feel guilty about it. I know as a Capricorn, you are probably someone who has always been responsible and reliable for other people, and there might be this part of you that feels bad about prioritizing yourself and your own success. But the Nine of Pentacles is saying that this is your time. You have earned the right to focus on yourself and to enjoy what you have created without feeling like you owe anyone an explanation or a piece of what you have. Also seeing with this card that your success is going to be very visible. The Nine of Pentacles often depicts someone in a beautiful garden surrounded by abundance and luxury, and I feel like this is symbolic of how public your success is about to become. People are going to see what you have, whether that is through social media, career achievements, lifestyle upgrades, or just the way you carry yourself. And while this visibility is a blessing, it is also what is going to trigger certain people. The Nine of Pentacles is asking you to own your success unapologetically and to not dim your light just because it makes other people uncomfortable. Now the third card I pulled is the Page of Swords in Capricorn. When this card came out, I immediately got this feeling of someone watching and gathering information. The Page of Swords is a card that represents curiosity, communication, and investigation, but it can also represent someone who is being sneaky or who is trying to find ammunition to use against you. After the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, this card is basically confirming that, yes, there is someone in your energy who is paying very close attention to what you are doing, and not for good reasons. The Page of Swords energy feels young and immature to me, not necessarily in age, but in the way this person operates. This is someone who might be talking about you behind your back, asking questions about you to mutual friends, or keeping tabs on your social media to see what you are up to. They are in this information gathering phase where they are trying to figure out how you are succeeding so they can either copy you or find a way to undermine you. This card is giving me very much energy of someone who is obsessed with you, but not in a healthy or supportive way. What I find really interesting about the Page of Swords is that this person probably thinks they are being subtle, but they are not. Pages in the tarot are often inexperienced and clumsy in their approach, so even though this person thinks they are being sneaky, you're probably going to start noticing weird behavior. Maybe someone who suddenly starts asking you a lot of questions about your business or your personal life when they never showed interest before. Or maybe you notice that someone is watching your stories constantly but never actually engaging with you directly. The Page of Swords is that energy of someone who is lurking in the shadows but not doing a very good job of hiding. This card is also giving me a warning about gossip. The Page of Swords rules communication, and I am seeing that this person might be spreading rumors or talking negatively about you to other people. They might be trying to plant seeds of doubt about your character, your intentions, or your capabilities. This is someone who cannot compete with you directly, so they are trying to damage your reputation instead. The Page of Swords is asking you to be very careful about what information you share and with whom, because there is someone who is going to try to use your words against you. But here's the thing about the Page of Swords that I want you to remember, Capricorn. Pages are not powerful. They are messengers and students, which means they do not have the ability to actually stop you or derail what you are building. This person might be annoying, and their gossip might be frustrating, but ultimately they cannot touch what you have created because your foundation is too solid. The Page of Swords is more of a nuisance than a real threat, but you still need to be aware that this energy is present so you can protect yourself accordingly. The fourth card is Temperance, and honestly, Capricorn, when I pulled this card, I felt this huge sense of relief. Because after all the defensive and protective energy we have been talking about, Temperance is like the universe saying, but you are going to handle this with grace. Temperance is one of those cards that represents balance, patience, and divine timing. And what I am getting from this card is that even though you are going to face challenges and jealousy from others, you are not going to let it throw you off your path. Temperance is showing me that you have this incredible ability to stay centered and calm, even when things around you are chaotic. While other people are being reactive and emotional, you are going to be the one who stays grounded and focused on your goals. This card is telling me that you are not going to waste your energy engaging with people who are trying to bring you down, because you understand that your success speaks for itself and you do not need to prove anything to anyone. What I love about Temperance showing up in this reading is that it is giving me this message about spiritual maturity. You have been through enough in your life to know that not everyone is going to be happy for you, and you have learned how to protect your peace without becoming bitter or defensive. Temperance is asking you to continue operating from this higher perspective and to trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The people who are meant to be in your life will celebrate your success, and the people who cannot handle your growth will naturally fall away. Temperance is also a card of alchemy and transformation, and I am seeing that this challenging period is actually going to refine you in some way. Dealing with jealousy and opposition is never fun, but it is going to teach you how to set stronger boundaries, how to trust your intuition about people, and how to stay true to yourself even when you are being tested. The Temperance energy is saying that you are being prepared for even greater levels of success, and part of that preparation is learning how to navigate the negativity that comes with being a high achiever. I am also getting with Temperance that you need to be careful not to overextend yourself or burn out trying to prove your worth. This card is all about moderation and balance, and I feel like there might be this temptation to work even harder or achieve even more to show people that you deserve your success. But Temperance is saying that you do not need to do that. You are already enough and you are already successful. The key is to maintain your equilibrium and not let external pressure push you into unhealthy patterns. The fifth card that came through is the Ten of Swords and Capricorn. I have to be honest with you, when this card appeared, I felt this heavy energy because the Ten of Swords is often associated with betrayal endings and feeling defeated. But here is what I want you to understand about this card in the context of this reading. The Ten of Swords is not saying that you are going to be defeated. It is showing you what someone else is wishing would happen to you. The Ten of Swords represents the energy of someone who wants to see you fail. This is beyond jealousy, Capricorn. This is actual malice. There is someone in your orbit who is so triggered by your success that they are actively hoping for your downfall. They want to see you lose everything you have worked for because it would make them feel better about their own situation. This card is showing me that this person has already written you off in their mind. They have already convinced themselves that your success is temporary or that you are going to crash and burn. What makes the Ten of Swords particularly intense in this reading is that it often represents a backstabbing energy. This might be someone you trusted or someone you thought was on your side, but the Ten of Swords is revealing that they have been working against you either openly or behind the scenes. I am getting this image of someone who smiles to your face but then celebrates privately when something goes wrong for you. This is the kind of person who is not happy for you when things go well and is secretly pleased when you face challenges. But here is the powerful message that the Ten of Swords is bringing Capricorn. This card represents an ending, and what I am seeing is that this toxic energy is about to be completely removed from your life. The Ten of Swords is a card of finality, and I feel like the universe is orchestrating a situation where this person is going to reveal their true nature, and you are going to be able to cut ties with them once and for all. Sometimes we need to see people for who they really are before we can let them go, and the Ten of Swords is giving you that clarity. I am also seeing that the Ten of Swords is a card of mental anguish. And I want to acknowledge that dealing with betrayal and jealousy is emotionally exhausting. There might be moments where you feel hurt, confused, or even angry about how people are treating you. But the Ten of Swords is also a card that appears right before dawn, which means that even though things might feel dark, right? Now you are on the verge of a major breakthrough. This ending is making space for something so much better to come into your life. The final card I pulled for you is the King of Cups in Capricorn. This card brought tears to my eyes because after everything we have talked about, the King of Cups is showing me that you are going to come through this situation with your heart intact. The King of Cups represents emotional mastery, compassion, and the ability to remain calm and centered even in turbulent waters. This card is telling me that you are not going to let other people's negativity harden your heart or make you cynical. The King of Cups is someone who has deep emotional intelligence and who understands that hurt people hurt people. This card is showing me that you are going to be able to look at the people who are jealous of you or trying to bring you down with compassion rather than anger. You are going to understand that their behavior is a reflection of their own pain and insecurity and has nothing to do with you. This level of emotional maturity is rare, Capricorn, and it is what is going to allow you to navigate this situation without losing yourself in the process. What I love about the King of Cups is that this card represents someone who is in control of their emotions rather than being controlled by them. While other people are being reactive and messy, you are going to be the one who stays composed and handles everything with grace and dignity. The King of Cups does not need to retaliate or get revenge because they know that their own inner peace is more valuable than any external validation. This card is asking you to embody that energy and to trust that karma will handle the people who have wronged you. The King of Cups is also showing me that you are going to attract really positive, supportive energy into your life during this time. As you release the people who cannot handle your success, you are going to make room for people who genuinely celebrate you and want to see you thrive. The King of Cups often represents a mature, wise person who offers emotional support and guidance, and I feel like you might meet someone or reconnect with someone who is going to be a true ally for you. This person is going to see your worth and is going to support you without any hidden agendas or jealousy. I am also getting with the King of Cups that you need to prioritize your emotional well-being during this time. Make sure you are taking care of yourself, creating space for rest and reflection, and surrounding yourself with people who make you feel safe and valued. The King of Cups is a reminder that no amount of external success is worth sacrificing your peace of mind, and that true wealth includes emotional and spiritual fulfillment, not just material achievement. So Capricorn, let me bring all of this together for you because I want to make sure you understand the full picture of what these cards are telling you. You are entering a phase where your success is becoming undeniable, and with that success comes jealousy, opposition, and even betrayal from people who cannot handle watching you win. The Seven of Wands is telling you to stand your ground and defend what you have built. The Nine of Pentacles is confirming that you have earned everything you have, and you should not feel guilty about your abundance. The Page of Swords is warning you that someone is watching and gathering information, so be careful what you share. Temperance is reminding you to stay balanced and not let external chaos throw you off your path. The Ten of Swords is revealing that there is someone who wants to see you fail, but this toxic energy is about to be removed from your life permanently. And the King of Cups is showing you that you are going to handle all of this with emotional maturity, grace, and compassion. The main message I want you to take away from this reading is that your success is going to expose people who were never really for you, and that is actually a blessing in disguise. Sometimes we need to level up in order to see who is genuinely supportive and who is only around because they felt superior to us. This is your season, Capricorn, and nothing and no one is going to stop what the universe has planned for you.